All right, everybody, Kelly here, and this is an interesting video for the simple reason that I actually shot this video about a year or two ago, and the concept was worth revisiting and updating for today's real estate listing and selling climate. We are in a different space right now than we were a year ago. Interest rates are high. There are more and more homes on the market. People are not paying over ask with no contingencies. You're not competing now with multiple buyers in most situations. Depends on the home, but on average, it's gone to more of a balanced or what I would call an underbalanced market. You're starting to see more and more for sale by owners and more expireds, cancels, and withdrawals, literally more than we've had in the last year, right? So in today's video strategy, we're going to talk about how to find buyers using the MLS, which as a real estate agent is one of your most powerful lead generation tools on the planet. You're paying all this money for it. Start using it to generate leads. Now, before you shout me down, I'm going to share with you how to do this. And there are two different scenarios that I see you using this strategy. Number one, on a listing appointment. When you see this strategy, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So if you're on a listing appointment, this is something you can share with the homeowner that you do every day of the week. You rinse and repeat this until you find the right buyer who's willing to make the right offer. And if you harmonize this with your listing presentation, it'll be very powerful. And I will tell you, no other agent in your market is doing what I'm about to share with you. Also, you can use it when you get a listing to find buyers for your listing. Unfortunately, in today's economy, listing agents are still a little bit lazy. And I'll give you a for instance. I've actually worked with families buying a home that listed with another realtor to sell their home, and the realtor just simply didn't find out if they were also buying a home. Has happened. Also, a lot of buyers call on our listings to see if they could get information, and they're still represented by a listing agent. So they're trying to sell their home, they're wanting to buy another one. Their agent is just simply not doing the job. And how many of you guys are working with buyers who actually go out and find homes they want to go? They like send you a home. Hey, this home just hit the market. I want to go see it. How frustrating for you, for me, for us as agents to let them do our job, right? Well, this is going to solve that issue. So again, how are you going to find buyers on the MLS to use in those two different scenarios? So let's say that you got a listing and you want to maximize your showings, right? You want to prove to your buyer that you've got game, or your seller you've got game. Well, here's how you're going to do it. And let me go ahead and share my screen. I've pulled up my local MLS. I had everything that's active and pending between 400 and 550K, 3 beds, 2 baths, 2,400 square foot or higher in the city of Claremont, Florida. And there are 48 matches. Now, why am I doing this? Let's suppose that I have a listing that is $650,000, $700,000. This group of actives and pendings right here are perfect for what we call move up buyers. On the converse, let's say I have a listing and it's 295,000, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, very little property taxes, no HOA. This would be a great move down buyer list, right? People looking to list and sell their bigger home and move down. So the two different target audiences inside your MLS are people that listed their home. They're either going to be a move up or a move down buyer. So what you're going to do is you're going to log in and set your criteria. And then when you do, you're going to look at the results. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want to see of these homes, which one would be a good client for me to reach out to. So let's set the scenario. I'm a listing agent. I have a home that's $750,000. I'm looking to find families selling their home that are either active or just went pending that might not have found their next home. You see, a good portion of these 48 people are buying another home once they're sells. So I just simply start looking through the list. Now, these 48, this would literally take me an hour to go through this whole list. And when I look at the home, of the 48, I'm going to weed out homes that I think are not a good fit. Let's say it's an absentee homeowner or it's a foreclosure, right? I don't want to market to those because they're not going to be buying my home. So I'm a listing agent. I put this data into the MLS. And by the way, if you're smart, you're going to set yourself up on a hot list daily. And every home, and do two for each listing, do two. One would be what you would consider a move up. So somebody that listed a home that's significantly smaller than yours, and then somebody that listed a home that's a lot larger, more expensive than yours. And you want that data coming to you daily because what you're going to do is you're going to log in and look at the home and you're going to scroll to the bottom and you're going to grab the agent's name and email and phone number. And you're going to simply email this agent and say, my name is, I'm with, I notice your listing at is active. If your family has not found their next home, if they're looking to buy a home when this one sells, I would love for you to see if they're interested in looking at my home at. Please let me know, and I will facilitate your family's special preview of the home. Thank you so much. I look forward to possibly working with you. And guys, we rinse and repeat that 7 days a week. So if you have a listing, you could be reaching out to literally hundreds of sellers in your market, inviting their agent to bring them, literally doing the agent's job, right? And if you do it right, you'll establish rapport with local agents. So again, the MLS is probably one of your most powerful buyer lead generators if you're a listing agent, because you're going to the specific clients who are looking to sell and buy and inviting them to your home. Now, conversely, this can also work, and let me quit sharing my screen for just a minute. This can also work in your listing presentation. So what I would do is I would have a list of homes. So if I'm going over to 123 Granite Bay Avenue in Granite Bay, Wisconsin, I'm going to pull up every home that's a move up. I'm not going to bother doing move up and move down. I'm just going to say move up to that home. And I'm going to generate that whole list and I'm going to send it to my email address. And then when I'm there, I'm going to spend 3 to 5 minutes going over why, as a real estate agent, when I take a listing, I'm actually actively hunting for the family that's going to buy their home daily. I rinse and repeat this. And I over insulate the fact that most agents, if no agents in our town, are using this strategy. I don't understand why they're not. These are the best sources of buyers. They typically do not write low offers. They're highly motivated. And they also have uh, their financing in order. They've got their pre-approval because they need their next home. And they have cash because they're closing on their home. So that is the perfect buyer. So, Mr. Potential Listing of mine, I just wanted you to know this is part of our marketing. And we do this on rinse and repeat 7 days a week on your behalf. And this generally drives more listings to our showings than most average other agents in our city. So, guys, that's it. That's how you use the MLS to find buyers for your current listings. And how many of you are having listings that are just stranded, like you're not getting traction? Do this strategy. Do this, like start it today. Invite these agents to bring their families. Network with these agents. And what you'll find is over time, you're going to have the ability to see more showings on your home. And it's really going to do what's best for your client. So there you go, guys. How to find buyers on the MLS for your listings and set yourself apart from other agents when you take a listing, and learn how to use this in your listing presentation to, again, bring a wow factor to your clients. All right, that's it for this one. I appreciate you. Drop some comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But again, this was just a strategy that I was teaching on over a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I wanted to re-up it because in this market, homes are staying on market longer. So this might be one of those strategies that you can implement right away to start to see. Let me just say one more thing. I just thought about this. It really looks good on you if you do this strategy because you're showing your seller in a market where homes are not getting the showings that they used to. You're showing your seller that you're proactive, which means you might be able to hold on to that listing a little bit longer than, them getting frustrated and saying, just come off market, right? This is a strategy that will help you have longevity with that client and get that home sold, exposing it to the most active amount of home buyers on the planet. So anyway, that's it, guys. Have a great one, and drop me some comments. If you haven't, hit subscribe and the bell Stay with me, guys. A lot of good content coming. And until then, I'll see you on the next video.